All right, well, everybody, if you want to play the playlist, it's the first thing in the chat. I'm going to turn mine on now. And let me know if the audio from the music affects what you guys, how you can hear me. It's really just like more for me to know what's going on with timing. So I started my playlist. And we're just going to start off in a really comfortable seat tonight. So whatever that is for you, it can be on your bum. If it feels good to be on your knees, you can be on your knees. And if you want to do the toe stretch, for those of you looking to really stretch out your toes, we have this nice little piece of torturous thing we do. I'll show you the side version of this. So you're going to get on your shins. You're just going to make sure all your toes are pointing towards your knees. You're just going to sit there like that for a while, and it's going to probably burn a little bit. So feel free to do that toe stretch if you want to get into your feet. And if you have a strap and you're in the toe stretch, it's kind of a wonderful method of distraction. So feel free to take your strap and start to bring it over your shoulders. You know, if it's over your shoulders, you can just lift it and press it back. The music is stopping. What the hell? Let's try that again. Okay, sorry. So just sit here and start to breathe. And if you don't want to do the toe stretch, if you prefer just to sit in your comfortable seat, then just relax your face, and wherever you are, just relax your face. So take the craziness of this weekend and just on your inhales, breathe in all the insanity that you felt. And on your exhale, just let it go. Maybe it feels good to close your eyes. And I can't see if you're still on your toes, but try to push it a little bit longer if you can. If you're in your comfortable seat and you feel like moving, by all means, you can shift side to side. You can fold over your crossed legs. We're all going to come down to that seat in just a minute. Take one more big breath in on your toes. And then go ahead and release your toes. Maybe come onto the tops of your feet. Stretch out your feet. And eventually come into your comfortable seat wherever you are. Find your sit bones. Sometimes I like to move my flesh around, which translates into moving your butt out of the way from your sit bones. And go ahead and bring your hands to the front of your knees. And on your inhale, just do a seated cow pose. Open your chest, let your head fall back. Exhale, curl and round. Tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, open your chest, let your head come back. Exhale, curl and round. Then just come back to a neutral spine and focus on Ujjayi Pranayama, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. So these big, deep, loud. It's like a visible lift through your chest as you inhale. And then settling down as you exhale. And in your seated pose, just move a little bit side to side, front to back. Lots of free range motion. Might feel good to do some circles. Starting to warm up your low back here. Eventually walk your hands out in front of your mat. Bring your hands down to the floor. Just rock side to side. If your hips come up, that's totally fine. Maybe walk your hands over to the right side for a spell. And walk your hands over to the left side. And on your next breath in, bring your hands up to the sky. Take a big inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Sit up nice and tall. Bring your thumbs to your chest. Go ahead and bow your head. Relax your face. Think of something positive tonight, something good. For me, it's the fact that we can do this and still connect in this weird digital world like this. It means a lot to me that you're here, so thank you for being here. Next breath in, sweep your hands up, big reach. Exhale, drop your right hand down, reach your left arm up and over. Keep that left sit bone into the ground. Extend deeply through that left arm like you're trying to grab somebody's hand that's over there. Grab the cookies. Inhale, both hands come up, and exhale your left hand down, reach your right arm up and over. Big reach, and it might feel good to kind of spin open your chest or fold over that left leg. So really feel free to move at any point how you need to move. Next breath in, bring both your hands up, and on your exhale, twist to your right side. Sit up tall on your breath in. And on your exhale, twist a little bit further over to the right. You can use that left hand for traction. Maybe you take weight out of your right hand and wrap it around your waist. Peek over your right shoulder. Don't collapse into this. So sit up tall. Keep lengthening like there's a rope or a rod or something going straight through your spine up to the ceiling. One more big breath in. Exhale, go ahead and come back to center. Inhale, reach your hands up tall. And exhale, twist to your left side. Sit up tall on your breath in, extend through your head. And on your exhale, twist a little bit further over. Maybe take weight out of your left hand this time and wrap it around your waist. Try to bring your navel to your spine here, not necessarily sucking it in, but just like a core pull, bringing your core back to your spine. Next breath in, hands come up. And on your exhale, hands to heart center. So go ahead and we're going to move into some hip openers. Soles of your feet come together here. Wrap your hands around the bottom of your feet. This is pretty much how we start all the classes, so you should be pretty used to this. Sit up on your breath in. And on your exhale, just fold forward. You can use your elbows to smash your shins down. Might feel good to dip one shoulder and then the other shoulder. Any kind of neck movements that feel good. Really just working on your inner hips with this. Next breath in, go ahead and roll up. And on your exhale, extend your legs a little bit wider to this big shape, big wide diamond shape, and then go ahead and fold forward. You can allow your elbows to come in front of your legs, moving the weight now or moving the stretch now to your outer hips here. Go ahead and fold forward. And if you can only fold forward a little bit, it's okay. You'll hear me say that a lot. Like, I don't care how far you go into a pose, just go to where your body feels comfortable. And at any point, if you guys can't hear me, somebody should just like speak up and type a little thing in. But it seems like everything's okay so far. Next breath in, go ahead and roll on up. Extend your legs nice and long on your mat. If you have tight hamstrings, maybe grab your strap, wrap them around your feet. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, fold forward. You can hold on to that strap if you need a little extra help getting into your hamstrings, or if you feel like you can grab your feet, go ahead and grab your feet. Sometimes I just like to use the strap. It's a little more gentle, and I'm not trying to go so deep into my hamstrings, just trying to start the class off with a little movement. I like to pedal my feet here too, kind of lift one knee up, put the other knee down. Take one more breath in this fold. And on your exhale, go ahead and start to roll on up. We're going to come into Navasana straight away. I'll probably do forward to the side so everybody can see. So go ahead and take your Navasana here. And it's really easy to curl through your spine in Navasana, but just try to lengthen your spine. If you need to have your shins parallel to the floor, that's totally fine. If you want to grab behind your thighs for extra support, that's fine. Otherwise, you can extend your legs. Your spine stays long. And just hold here. Just, see what's going on in your room. Maybe you have a person in the room with you. Maybe you have a drink you can take real quick. Maybe you have a snoring dog next to you. Take a big breath in, lengthen that spine. On your exhale, I want you to come halfway down and hover. So your shoulder blades are off the mat. Your back is off the mat. You're just halfway down. Go ahead and just tap your feet here, but try to keep your upper body not moving. So just pretty still. It's actually interesting for me to see myself do this. I can see how much I move. So just really slow motions with your legs, getting into this lower core. The most important thing is to not stop breathing while we do this. It's going to make it all a little bit easier if you just keep the breath flowing. Next inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, halfway down. We're going to add in a twist on your inhale. Body to the right, knees to the left. Exhale down. Switching sides, inhale to the left. Exhale down. Inhale right. Exhale down and left and down. And just move with your breath, trying to get through the sides of your core, into your obliques here. And since I can't hassle you in person, I'm trusting that you're going to get through this with me. Take one more on each side, and then come back to center. Lift those legs high, high, high. Big breath in. Exhale halfway and hold it. You can do it. I know it's super painful right now. Lengthen through your spine. Maybe tap your heels down. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, relax. Oh my God. Take your feet wide and windshield wiper your knees to release your low back. So that's just a good start, core. We're going to do a little bit more. Come back into your breath, back into your focus. And then go ahead and come up onto your hands and knees. Run through some cat-cow poses to neutralize your spine. So on your inhale, open your chest, let your head come up. Exhale, curl and round. Tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. And then take your knees really wide. Take an inhale, wide-kneed cow. Exhale, press back to child's pose here and just rock side to side. Releasing your low back and outer hips just a little bit more. And we're gonna crawl back up to our hands and knees. Make sure you got some space, because we're gonna do the weird thing where our legs flop around here. So extend your right leg out. Left arm extends. Take a big inhale. Exhale, curl everything in, knee to nose. Inhale it long. And exhale everything out to the side. If you can't reach, because you don't have enough room, you can bend your leg like 90 degrees, like a little dog pee thing. And then inhale it long. Exhale to the side. Inhale to reach. Exhale side. Let's do one more. Inhale, take it long. Exhale side. Now hold it up. Let's do 3 taps with our feet. So just take one down, bring it back up, down, up, down, up. Hold it here. Option, take your left foot off the mat. So your toes are floating and you're like an almost crashing airplane. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Bring it back down. Press back to child's pose. Come back into your breath. Back into that side to side wiggle. Roscoe is very unimpressed with my crashing airplane pose is what I've called it. Whatever. He doesn't know a good thing when he sees it. Okay, coming up onto hands and knees again, taking that second side. Extend your left leg long. Right arm reaches like I'm just trying to reach you. Take a big breath in. Exhale, curl. Big breath in, this time to the side. Exhale, side. Inhale, reach it long. Exhale, side. Inhale long, we're gonna curl this time. Exhale, curl, switching it up. Inhale to reach. Exhale to the side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl, and then we're gonna go to the side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, take it to the side. Do those 3 taps. Tap that foot down. Go ahead and keep that foot high. Lifting, lifting, lifting. Option to take your right toes off the mat. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and drop your knees down. Press back to child's pose. Circle out your wrists here. It's a lot of work on the wrists. Going to come back to your hands and knees. And I want you to just take your fingers and spread your palms super wide here. So like this on your mat. Turn your elbows so your like little creases are pointing forward while your hands are down on the mat. I want your fingers pointing forward and your elbow creases pointing forward. It's going to open your shoulders. You can see that visible difference. And then I want you to just tuck your toes, but hover your knees off the mat. So press your shoulders in the back of your, like the back of your chest, your back, I guess it's called, up to the ceiling. And then I want you to pretend like you're pulling your hands towards your toes and your toes towards your hands. Like you're trying to put a ripple in your mat. And some of you can do this, and I'm always super impressed because I can't do that. But really push, firing through your core for 3, 2, 1. Press back to plank pose. So plank pose. Stacking your shoulders right over your wrists. Take a big inhale. On your exhale, lift back for downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet in downward dog. Maybe press one foot into the mat while the other one lifts, and just switch sides. On your next inhale, shift it forward to plank pose. On your exhale, lower halfway down and pause. So have your elbows pinned into your ribs here. It's not easy to lift up, but we're going to press up to plank on an inhale. And exhale, come halfway back down. My hips are still lifting. Inhale, bring it up. On your exhale, come all the way down to the mat. Here we go. Swiggle out your hips a little bit. And on your inhale, take a Cobra Pose. You're going to press and just lift your chest off the mat, but you're kind of lifting out of your shoulders. And I'm pressing into the tops of my feet here so that my kneecaps are essentially lifting off the mat. So press and then lift your kneecaps off the mat. Take a big breath in. Exhale, come back down. Bring a cheek to the mat. Wiggle your butt a little bit side to side. Let's try it again. We're going to come up for a mid-cobra. So palms down. Inhale, peel your chest up, and we're going to lift a little higher this time. Elbows are still pinned in, lifting out of my shoulders. Take a big breath in. Exhale, come all the way back down. Next round is going to be upward dog. So for upward dog, we're going to press your palms under your shoulders. Inhale, lift, and you're going to lift your hips off the mat. Big breath in. Downward dog on your exhale. So back to down dog. What's up, Roscoe? You heard something. Pedaling out your feet here. Take your first 2 toes on your right foot and clamp them down on your left heel. Really use the weight of that right foot on your left heel to stretch out your calf. Let your head be heavy for a second. I'm not doing anything special. Just really stretching through our calves. Then we're going to switch sides. The toes on your left are going to clamp down. Mom's calling. Toes on your left are going to clamp down on my right heel. Pressing that foot down. Lifting through your hips. Take one more big breath in. Exhale, both feet come down. Next breath in, shift it forward to plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing dog. And on your exhale, lift your hips, come back for downward facing dog. From down dog, slowly walk your feet up to find your squat at the top of the mat. So here your elbows are right in between your knees. This is a super flattering way for me to be seeing you guys. Hello, welcome to my squat. So in your squat, make sure you're not sinking, right? You're just lifting through your core, extending through your waist. Shoulders are away from your ears. Feels good to wiggle side to side. Take one more big breath in. On your exhale, hands come down. Go ahead and stand up. Heel toe your feet through center. Inhale to lift halfway and flatten out your back. Exhale to fold. Let your head be heavy here. Take your ragdoll pose. You can grab for opposite elbows if that feels good. You can traction your spine by bringing your hands to the base of your neck and letting your head be really heavy. Take one more inhale wherever you are. On your exhale, release your bind. Next breath in, sweep your hands all the way up to stand. Big reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, so my head gets chopped off. It's okay, you guys don't need my head, it's fine. All right, so moving through some Surya Namaskar. Inhale, sweep your hands up nice and tall. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to lift halfway. On your exhale, plant your hands, step it back to plank pose. Take a big breath in your plank. On your exhale, chaturanga, lower down, keep those elbows pinned into your ribs. You can go all the way down to the mat or stop halfway, flip your feet, take cobra or upward facing dog, really lifting out of your shoulders. None of this, not this. On your exhale, lead with your hips, take downward facing dog. Again, so pedaling through your feet, always moving if that's what you need. Take a big breath in through your nose. Bottom of your exhale, bend your knees, lift your heels, and find the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep your hands up tall, big reach. This time, take your left wrist in your right hand and exhale to your right side. Inhale, come on up. On your exhale, switch wrists and switch sides. If you're playing the playlist of very funny songs on right now, shake your rump. Inhale, come on up. On your exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway, flatten out your back. On your exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back into chaturanga and lower down. On your inhale, take cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. And I always encourage people in class to modify their chaturangas if you want to do chin stands or have a foot lifted while you go down, or you can always throw in push-ups or little pauses halfway. That's all good. Make it what you want. So we're in down dog. We're going to do one more of those. So take a big breath in. Bottom of your exhale, find the top of your mat. Inhale to lift halfway, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, hands come up, big reach. Exhale, take your left wrist in your right hand, tilt to your right side. Inhale, bring it on up. Exhale, switch wrists and switch sides. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to lift halfway. On your exhale, plant your hands. You can either step back, hop back, or if you are somebody comfortable in crow, you can take your crow pose for a second and then kick it back, moving through chaturanga. Then we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Somebody just said shake your butt. Thank you for making me laugh. It feels so lonely. From here, take a big inhale. Bottom of your exhale. Please hop into your squat at the top of the mat. So we're all back in the front. Shake out your wrists if they're feeling a little tired. Grab a sip of your favorite beverage. And just, this is like our resting pose here today. Yeah, good song. I hope you guys like this. All right, a couple more breaths here. Stretching out your neck, getting loose. One more big breath in. Exhale, go ahead and bring your hands down. Stand up, heel toe your feet through center. Inhale to lift halfway. And exhale to fold. Next breath in, sit low, take your chair pose. Hands come high for one inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to lift halfway. On your exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back, drop your right knee down, coming into Anjaneyasana. So untuck your back toes. Inhale, your hands up nice and tall. Hang out in Anjaneyasana here. Bring your shoulders away from your ears, really sinking into that left leg. Take a big breath in. Exhale, hands come down, straighten out your left leg for Ardha Hanumanasana. So sitting over your bent right knee, pointing, flexing your left toes, really sinking into that left leg. You're going to feel this deep in your hamstring. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, come back forward into your lunge, plant your hands, step back, and move through chaturanga. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Here's upward dog, and now we'll go to down dog. From down dog, extend your right leg up, inhale. Exhale your right foot forward, drop your left knee down. Anjaneyasana again, second side. Sometimes I like to do this version just to kind of really open my armpits and my chest, sinking into that right leg. My back toes are untucked here, so the top of my foot's on the mat. Take one more big inhale. And exhale, bring your hands down. Straighten out your right leg. Oh, say hello to those hamstrings. No matter how often I stretch my hamstrings, they're just like, I don't know. I feel like they're like old dry rubber bands, like ready to pop. But this is what we got to do to keep them good and lubricated and looking like a nice weekend out there. So hopefully everybody can get nice and limber before they go play this weekend. Take one more big breath in. On your exhale, bend through that right knee. We're going to just step to the top of the mat. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Next breath in, sit low for chair pose. Inhale, your arms tall. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. On your exhale, plant your hands. This time your left foot comes back. Left knee down. We're just moving through. Same thing again. Take an inhale, one breath this time. Exhale, Ardha Hanuman. So straighten out that right leg. If you want to go a little further towards your splits, you can. I know some of you are working on your splits right now. And pretend like you got it down. I don't know if Liza's here, but I hope Liza's watching and she's doing her splits. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, shift it back forward, step back and move through Chaturanga. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Once back in down dog, extend your left leg up, big breath in. Exhale your left foot forward. Drop your right knee down. Anjaneyasana again, just one inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Straighten out that left leg, sit over your right leg. Let your body weight up here stretch into your left leg. It's gonna really correlate with how deep you go here. Coming back into your breath. Every movement we take should be timed with a breath. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, bend through that left leg, tuck your back toes, and just step to the top of the mat. Inhale to lift halfway. And exhale, fold. From here, take your right foot. I'll back up so you can see. Take your right foot and just cross it around and beside your left foot. So your pinky toes are right together. Just inhale halfway. And exhale to fold. So this is a nice IT band stretch on your right side. A little bit of a glute stretch. If you want to plant your left hand down, you can open your right arm to the sky for a twist, if that's what's calling for you. You can also just hang out in the fold. Both are super good places to be. Take one more inhale. And on your exhale, that hand comes down. And we're going to just switch the cross of our legs. So now that right leg's going to be in front. Just resetting your footing here. Take an inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Head is loose. If you want the twist, you can bring your right hand down and extend your left arm up. One more big breath in. Exhale that left hand down. Uncross your legs. Come back to the top of your mat if you're not there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. So an extended forward fold here. Just let yourself be really heavy. Forward folds calm us down. If you're an anxious person, forward folds can just help you ground yourself a little bit. So take one more big breath. Big exhale. And on your next inhale, sit low. Bring your hands high. We're moving into sequence. So right back into chair pose here. Inhale your arms long. And on your exhale, cactus your arms and really turn your shoulder blades so they're back. You're like really squeezing everything back, like you're pushing against somebody's hands or pushing you forward. So that's what we want to do with chair pose. So inhale your arms long. Exhale for cactus, bring them back. Inhale, bring them long. Exhale back, maybe sit a little bit lower. Squeeze those knees together. Challenge yourself here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. On your exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back, moving through Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog, big inhale. Down dog on your exhale. Pedal out your feet. On your inhale, extend your right foot up, stack and open your hip here. Plant your left foot down, really reaching through that right knee. Come on back to three-legged dog. Take an inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, shift it forward into a plank with your knee. Inhale, kick it up. And on your exhale, I want you to cross that right leg under your body, take fallen star, rock star pose. So it's a side plank variation. We're gonna lift our left arm to the sky. Right hip is raising, or left hip is raising. Big breath in. Come on back down, three-legged dog, extend that right foot up. And from here, we're gonna walk our hands back. So hopefully you have a little bit of room behind you. Roscoe, I'll try to kick you in the face. So we're standing split to the back of our mat here. You can have your hands down on the mat, or you can grab your shin and calf. We're not staying here for too long. From standing split, I want you just to lift yourself up into your airplane pose. Bring your hands back. That right leg is lifting. And make sure you're not folding too far forward. So I want your chest open like an upward dog. Strong through that left leg. Iron out your neck here so you're not really crunching through your neck. Put that right leg a little bit higher. One more breath. On your exhale, stand up at the back of your mat. Bring your right knee into your chest. Come on back to your breath here. Extend that leg long. Reach your hands tall. Big breath in. Exhale, back into your airplane pose. So lots of stabilizer work. Inhale, come back forward. Extend that leg long. Exhale, back into your airplane pose. Inhale, extend it long, hold it up high for 3, 2, 1, and as gently as you can, let's land in that crescent lunge. So crescent pose, you want your feet kind of on railroad tracks to give you a little more balance. Hands are tall, take a big breath in, extend through your chest. Exhale, cactus arms, tap that left knee down. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, tap it down. Inhale, up. Exhale, tap. On your next inhale, bring it up, open twist to your right side. So really deep lunge over that right leg. Arms are reaching like you're pushing the walls away here. Take one more big breath. Big exhale. On your next inhale, come forward, crescent pose, warrior 2 on your exhale. So we're opening to the left sides of our mat now. So warrior 2, you're looking right down the middle finger of your right hand, torso is parallel to that left side of your mat. Inhale to reach it forward. Exhale for side angle pose. You can either drop your hand down to your arm down, forearm down to your leg, or your hand can go down to the inside of the mat. You can extend that left arm like you're reaching for knee. No matter what you do, you want your chest to still be spinning open here. Take one more big breath in. And on your exhale, bring your hands down, pivot your feet into Skandasana so they're parallel to the short sides of your mat. Your right knee is bent. And your left toes are to the sky here. So we're kind of like this, but on your mat. So left toes are to the sky, right knee is bent. I love Skandasana. For you wanting the deep hip stretches, this is a great place to be. So take an inhale. On your exhale, stay low in your butt and switch to the back of your mat. So hello. Right toes are to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, we're going to pivot back forward into a low lunge. Plant that left hand, step it back to side plank pose. From side plank, you can drop your left knee down if you need a little more support. You can also extend your right leg up for a little bit more work. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, pivot back down and move through your chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog on your exhale. So notice how you feel side to side tonight. Good bit of work starting on the right leg. Second side, here we go. Inhale your left leg up. Stack and open your hip. Really press that right heel into the mat. Extending through that left leg. Try to keep equal weight in your hands. It's really easy for me to shift over, and I'm trying to work on not shifting so much. So coming back to three-legged dog, big breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it up. And this time on your exhale, side plank variation, drop that left foot down and open your heart. Right hand lifts, hips go really high here. Take a big breath in. Exhale, come on back to three-legged dog. Inhale here, and then walk your hands back to meet your right foot. Take your standing split to the back of your mat. You can be heavy in your head and your upper body. We're not staying for too long. So establish your balance, and then we're going to start to lift into our airplane pose here. So definitely try to look at something that's not moving. That might not be your best focal point right now. Next breath in, we're going to stand up. Bring that left knee into your chest, reset, and then extend that leg long. Big breath in. Exhale, come back to Navasana, airplane pose. Hold here, inhale. Exhale, leg comes through. Inhale it back. Last one. And exhale, leg comes through. We're gonna hold it for 3, 2, 1, and land. Thunk into your crescent pose. I like to pretend like I'm trying to move through Jello, but it's more like a headwind is forcing me down with a great amount of force. I can't deny it. Take a big breath in here. Exhale, tap that right knee down, cactus arms. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, tap. This time on your inhale, bring it up and open your twist to the left-hand side. So pressing through my right heel, torso is really looking to the left side. Reaching through my arms, extending, wringing out my spine just a little bit. Take an inhale. Big exhale. Next breath in, come through your crescent pose. Inhale here. Warrior 2, go ahead and spin it open. So heel to arch alignment in your warrior 2. Reaching long through that left arm. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale for side angle pose. Drop your left hand down or your left arm to your left leg. That right arm can go up to the sky, or you can take an extended side angle pose. We'll probably come back here again in our second round if you want to work on the binds after this. So take one more big breath. On your exhale, hands come down, pivot your toes off the right side of your mat here. Taking Skandasana on your left leg this time. Right toes are to the sky. And it's easy to kind of have balance, but try sitting up a little taller. Maybe take your hands off your mat for this one. Big breath in. Exhale, shift it over to the right side. Getting into the inner hip. It's so nice. Big breath in. Exhale, we're going to pivot back forward. And from here, we're going to plant our right hand, step our left foot back for side plank. And again, you can drop that right knee down and hips come high. Or you can bring your left leg up for a little extra work. We're going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands come down. You can move through chaturanga, or if you're feeling like you're done with chaturangas for a while, go ahead and come back to downward facing dog. Everybody actually go ahead and take a child's pose. Bring your knees nice and wide. Sink your hips back towards your heels. And again, move if you need to move. If you need a sip of something, this is a good time to take a quick drink. Just relaxing through your hips for a second. Ooh, so used to having a cold room. This is very sweaty for me in here. When you feel like you're feeling good and rested, go ahead and come on back into your downward facing dog. So we're gonna add some stuff, a little trickery to the next version of that flow, but we're gonna stick with that as our basic foundation. Take a big breath in through your nose. Bottom of your exhale, bend your knees, lift your heels, and find the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right back into your chair pose. Sit low, arms reach long. Take an inhale. On your exhale, take those cactus arms again. Option to come onto your tippy toes this time if you want to lift your heels up. Inhale, reach your arms long. Exhale for cactus. Inhale to reach. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. On your exhale, plant your hands, step, hop, or take your crow back through chaturanga. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. From down dog, extend your right leg up. Stack and open your hip. You can stay here if you'd like to take wild thing this time. You can bring that right foot behind you. Hips come high to the sky, head relaxes. Really extending through that hand. Hips are high. I miss you guys. Coming back to three-legged dog. Inhale here. Exhale, knee to nose, shift it forward. Inhale, kick it up. On your exhale, cross that right foot under your body. Take that fallen star. Option to lift that right foot up. A little extra core work. Big breath in. Coming back to three-legged dog. Establish your balance in that left foot, and we're going to walk our hands back just like before to meet our left foot at the back of the mat. So relaxing in this fold for a second. Option to take your hands off the mat. If you've never been to my class before and you're wobbling and you're like, holy crap, I'm wobbling. Wobbling is making you stronger. Embrace your wobbles. Standing up. Navasana pose, airplane. One inhale. Exhale, kick it forward, hands high. Inhale it back. Breathe slow. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale it back, last one like this. On your exhale, we're gonna stop halfway and take your tree pose. Plant that left foot or right foot into your left thigh. Hands can be at heart center. You can come up, you can take reverse namaste or grab your elbows. You can do jazz hands. That's how I'm shaking everybody's hands. It's not like fist bump for me, it's like, nice to see you all. Jazz hands. So take one more big breath. On your exhale, extend that right leg forward. Move through your jello. Take your crescent pose. Inhale here. Exhale, tap that left knee down. Inhale to reach. Exhale, tap it. One more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. This time, hands to heart center. Come and twist to your right side. Hook that left elbow on your right knee. And you can stay here. You can open your arms. There's also a half bind or full bind available if you want to try to negotiate that. Or you can play with an arm balance here if you want to. It's not so graceful getting into it, but you can bring your hands down just off to the side of your mat. You're going to take that left elbow just into your right knee. Look forward and send your body not into your water bottle like I'm doing. So if you're in that balance, hold for one more breath. And everybody, whew, really hard to get out of that one. Come back to your twisted lunge here on your next inhale. Right back into your crescent pose. Take an inhale. Warrior two, spin it open. Inhale to reach it forward. This time on your exhale, reverse your triangle. Straighten out that right leg this time. Take a big breath in. Exhale, your right hand's gonna reach forward, your hips are gonna go back. That right leg is straight, reach, reach, reach. Triangle pose. So if you're in a triangle pose, legs are straight, and you're reaching that right hand down to your shin or to the calf. Back into that breath. Make sure in triangle pose that you're not hyperextending your leg. It's really easy to do that. Listen to your body here. Take one more big breath. On your exhale, bend through that right leg. Come right into your side angle pose. So again, you can have your forearm on your thigh, your hand down to the mat. Take your half bind or full bind here. This is the half bind. Full bind is going to come under that right leg, and you're going to find your hands. If you take that bind, open your chest back to the sky. If you want to take your bird of paradise, you can step your left foot to the top of the mat. Slowly gain your balance, lift your right leg up. And if you want to extend your leg, you can. I don't have a ton of mobility in that right leg, so I usually just kind of flop it around. Anyway, apparently that's not my jam tonight. So I'm going to come back down to my bind. If you are in bird, hopefully more gracefully than I am, make your way back down to side angle. Please release your binds and pivot your toes into Skandasana. So our right knee is bent, our left toes are to the sky here. Take a big inhale. Exhale, let's shift it to that left leg. Right leg's been working super hard, so just give it a little love. This thing's amazing. Bodies are awesome. Take an inhale. Exhale, pivot back forward. We're gonna go ahead and take it right back to three-legged dog. Big breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Option to keep your right leg lifted as you move through. Downward facing dog. Last side, guys. Inhale that left leg up. Stack and open your hips. Stay here or flip into Wild Thing. In Wild Thing, hips come high. Head releases back. Take one more big breath. Going back to the three-legged dog. Extend that leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it out. Exhale, kick it under your body for that fallen star pose. Your right hand lifts. Option to lift that leg up for a little extra core work. Three-legged dog, bring it back. Walk your hands back to meet that right foot this time. Standing splits at the back of your mat. Settle into your balance here. Slowly standing into Degasana, your airplane pose. Take your inhale. Exhale, kick it through. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, kick it through. Woo. Inhale, bring it back. And then we're going to come halfway forward on your exhale, taking that tree pose. Come back into your breath here. Relax your right toes. Notice if you're gripping a bunch with your right toes. Extend your hands up. Left leg lifts long for 3, 2, 1. Crescent pose. 1 inhale here. Exhale, tap that right knee down. Inhale to reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. And then we're going to come into our twist. Hands to the heart center. Twist to your left side. So you can stay just like this. You can drop that right knee down for more support. You can open your hands wide, take a bind, or you can play with the arm balance on this side, sneaking that right elbow into the crook of your left knee, walking that leg out, shifting your weight forward, eyes come up. If you're in the balance, try to make your way back into your twist. If anybody has a tip on how to do that more gracefully, I am all ears. Then we're going to come up into Crescent Pose for 1 inhale, opening to Warrior 2 on our exhale. Inhale to reach it forward here. Exhale, reverse your triangle. So I'm straightening out my left leg this time. Reach that left arm high, big breath in. Exhale, reach that left arm forward. Reach, 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 reach. Take your triangle pose here. Right arm extends to the sky. That left hand either comes down to the floor. If you have a block, this is a great place for a block. Or you can take it to your shin. Focusing on your breath here. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, bend through that left leg, coming into that side angle pose. So you can extend your right arm to the sky. Take your extension forward. That arm can be on your leg or to the mat, or you can take your bird of paradise if you want to reach that arm around for your bind. Making that right foot come up to your left foot, and then slowly standing up and extending through that left leg. I'm way better on my left side than my right side for that, so I don't know, bodies are weird. If you're up, make your way back down. And everybody pivot those toes over to the right side of your mat, taking Skandasana. One more Skandasana. Inhale here. And on your exhale, shift it forward to the back. I guess shift it back. Take a big breath in. Exhale, pivot back forward. Hands surround your feet. Extend your left leg up for three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, shift it forward. Move through Chaturanga. Cobra, upward dog. Downward facing dog on your exhale. Hopefully you're feeling nice and even here. But you're going to come on down to your knees and then slowly make your way down to your chest. We're going to take a nice big chest opener here. Give yourself room on either side of your mat. And I want you to extend your right arm directly out in front of you, or directly out to the side, like 90 degrees. The more up the arm is, the more intense it will feel. The lower it is, the less intense it will feel. So I just like to start at 90 degrees. Then we're going to roll onto the head, the front of the right shoulder. And you can take that left foot and plant it right behind you here. I use my left hand to kind of test how much further I want to go. If you have a history of shoulder injuries, this can be a very intense and maybe uncomfortable stretch. And if that's the case, just hang out on your belly and wait for a couple moments. If you want to come further, you can bring your other foot flat on the mat. Go for it. I don't have that mobility in my right shoulder. But really directing your breath into your shoulder here. Take one more inhale. And on your exhale, we're going to come back to our stomachs. Bring that right hand back down and take side two, Swastikasana. My left arm is extending directly out. Rolling onto my left shoulder. Planting my right foot behind my left leg. And I'm going to go a little further on this side because I have the mobility. Bringing both legs down. Take one more breath in to settle on this side. And on your exhale, just slowly coming back out of this. Onto your stomach. Oh. We're going to take either Locust Pose or Upward Facing Bow Pose. So for Locust Pose, your hands are going to come back. You're going to interlace your fingers at your back. On your inhale, you're going to lift your feet and lift your hands. If you want to go a little deeper, you can reach back and grab the tops of your feet and kick into your feet for Bow Pose. Wherever you are, don't stop breathing here. Kick those knees a little higher. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and come on down. Release the cheek to the mat. Windshield wiper your legs side to side. And then bring your palms under your shoulders. Press up, hands and knees. Take another round of cat-cow here. Just a big back bend. So inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Maybe press back into a child's pose for a second. Come on up to your seat. We're going to take one round of camel pose here. I'll do this one sideways. So camel pose is a pretty deep back bend. There's lots of variations for it. If you've never done camel, please have your feet kind of pointing into the mat. If you're comfortable with camel, have your feet flat. Bring your hands to your low back, to your sacrum here. Squeeze your elbows together. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, you're just going to start to lower yourself down slowly. And if you feel any pinching, please stop. If you feel pretty good and you're right here, you might be able to grab your heels. And if you grab your heels, grab your feels. Do that too. That's what we all need right now. Let your head come back, hips come to the sky. Take one more big breath. On your exhale, just come back up. And slowly come down to Virasana, just to let everything settle. So from here, we're going to come down to our mats, start to cool down. We're almost to Shavasana. But quickly, I want to do a nice, lovely IT band stretch. So come on down to your back here. Have your strap. Please wrap your strap over that right front of your foot. And strap in your right hand. Take an inhale. On your exhale, let the strap in your foot fall out to the right side just for one more hip opener here. Not sticking around for too long. Next breath, bring it up. And then strap into your left hand and let that leg cross your body. In holy mackerel, that's an IT band stretch. And this is going to act as our twist tonight too. Inhale that foot up. Go ahead and slide your left foot in there. Right leg can come long. Take a big breath in. Exhale your left foot out to the left. Inhale, bring it up, and then we're going to cross into that right hand. Let your IT band say, oh my God, on this side as that left leg crosses over your body. Let your breath be natural here. One more breath on this side. Go ahead and on your exhale, bring that foot up. You can release the spine. Bring your knees into your chest. Take your happy baby pose here. Reach up and grab the soles of your feet. Pull your knees down towards the mat. After your happy baby pose, take any final movements that you'd like to take. Bring your knees into your chest when you're done. And I want to curl up into a big ball, scrunch your fists and squeeze your face and squeeze your toes. And take one more inhale. And on your exhale, release into your Shavasana. Even if you're at home and you have things to do tonight, just sit here for a minute. Soak in the vibrations of all the work that you just did. Take a couple more moments in your Shavasana. Maybe start to wiggle your fingers and toes around. Start to make your way back up to your seat. We're going to close like we always close. I'm going to pretend like we're all in a dark room, sipping our ciders. Things are fine. Making your way back up to your seat. Find that perfect spot centered. I'm going to let you guys see Roscoe because he's being super cute right now. And we're going to bring our hands to our heart center. And tonight, I think there's probably a whole lot of people who could use some super good vibes. So let's send our closing breaths to those in need tonight. On your inhale, sweep your hands up tall, big reach. And on your exhale, sigh it out, hands to heart center. Inhale, big reach. Exhale. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. We had a good little crowd. And if this is something that you liked, please let me know. And I'll do it again. And we can continue to do this until we can go back to Lost Giants or go to the park. Until then, I hope you have a safe weekend. Be healthy, get outside, have fun, and do something really nice for somebody, because I think the world could use a little more just good kindness. Until next time, everybody. Mwah. Good night. Thank you for being here. Feedback, please. Bye.